Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to all of you. Firstly, thank you for tuning in this evening. We understand that this is a working day where you might have just come back from your colleges, right? But we promise that we will ensure the time you spend with us is worthwhile. So, our aim this evening is to point you all some amazing resources and communities which help you in your journey of becoming a tech professional. So WTM Vizag is a community for women in technology from Vizag that aims to provide resources and visibility to women. So okay, no, so what is this IWD? This is the main question running in everyone's mind, right? IWD is an International Women's Day Summit which is organized by all WTM chapters around India. There are about 50 of them, and every year we have a different tagline. And this year's tagline is that courage to create. So let's listen to our peers about their courage to create moments right now. Let's see the promo of this year's event.
I have the courage to create an IT business from a tier 3 city and run it profitably.
My courage to create is that I have built an Android application using Flutter which tracks our colleges.
I have the courage to create a trend to utilize available resources efficiently and be successful in the assigned IT projects.
The courage to create an online exam portal to my college during the lockdown, which is helping faculty and many students to take their exams in an easy and convenient way.
I have the courage to create a tech community of women from Vizag.
I have the courage to create a model for HR professionals to make their workplaces green workplace and drive their organizations towards sustainable development.
I also have the courage to create tech content on YouTube with a motto to create a new fun and learning experience.
I have the courage to create a tendency to question organizations on their environmental sensitivity of their processes.
Join us on March 18th at 8 p.m. to listen to stories of students like you who had the courage to create, and that made all the difference.
So it's nice to see all of them talking about their courage, right? I'm sure everyone will have your courage to create moments. So please kindly share your courage to create moments in the chat. And so now, before diving into our event today, I would like to take a moment to take you through the code of conduct which everyone must abide by. And so, firstly, requesting all to be nice to other attendees, be respectful and constructive, even with your communications in discussions. Be collaborative and participate, and please keep the off-topic conversations into minimum. You can call us out in the chats or write us to wtmvizag@gmail.com about any ill behavior or any comments. So today we'll be talking about the importance of communities and how they can help us, students like us. We have with us three super women who are leading Google communities from different cities of India. We also have students from different colleges across the city of Vizag. There are not only ordinary students, but to say community leaders in their own right. They leverage the power of community to be where they are today. We'll hear them speak about their journeys and their challenges, how they faced it during this ill time, and how the communities help them. So, without any further delay, let's get started. So, firstly, let's welcome Usha Ramani ma'am, WTM Ambassador of Vizag and CEO of Gurujada IT Solutions. She is going to speak about on how tech communities enable and empower students. Hi, ma'am.
Hello. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But can you go to the backstage screen, ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Good evening,
Everyone.
ma'am.
Good evening. So we welcome you all for tuning to this lovely pre-IWD event hosted by WTM Visakhapatnam. We welcome you all for tuning in from different parts of the city at this point in the evening. We appreciate that you have cared to join us despite coming back from college after a long day and even possibly having your dinner or midst your exam preparations, which are going on in full swing. We really appreciate that. And we promise that we will make sure that each minute that you spend here is worth your time. We also thank all the people who helped us share this message at such short notice. We wanted to make this count, and here we are. Getting into details, Firstly, I want to share with you what GDG and WT community is all about. Why should we even care about this, or what is this community? How can it help us? GDG is Google Developer Group, and it's a community of developers with similar interests in technology. So, like-minded people, they connect, share, collaborate, all the while learning new skills. So we are one of 50 plus chapters across India and about one of 200 plus around the world. Wow, isn't it? But you should be thinking, what are all these chapters doing? What is the purpose? At WTM Vizag, our focus is to provide a safe space for women, especially girl students, since our community is mostly of students. We help them to connect, collaborate with like-minded individuals, fine-tune their academic and career-oriented skills, and aspire to be a better version of themselves. Today's session is especially curated for the student community. Vizag is a home for so many prestigious engineering colleges, technical colleges around us, and we are very proud to make this moment count for the student community, which is you. We, as a community, WTM Vizag, GDG Vizag, have come a long way from no community at all to a small community, and we aspire to be an impactful community, one that cares for its members, to help improve the opportunities for our students and help them become a better version of themselves, better professionals, better leaders. We are here today because students who want to take up technical jobs, especially developer jobs, going forward, are not taking advantage of the numerous resources that are out there for free. For one, they are not leveraging communities enough or as much as they can. This brings me to the topic, why are communities important? What will they teach you? Being part of communities makes you curious. It grows your scope, broadens your horizons. You will want to know something, why something works, new tools, how the code got executed, how cool effects, the JavaScript effects are being implemented. Involuntarily, you will make good friends, start solving problems around you. Pool your strengths and build on them. Learn together, experiment together, and grow together. Secondly, actually, communities teach you teamwork. All through our education, we study and experiment in silos, but that is the gap between academics and industry. Once you step into the job scenario, you will be asked to work in teams. Teamwork is extremely important. You learn to be part of a bigger whole, something much bigger than you. You'll have to give space and attention to somebody who's like you. A lot of peer learning will happen and all will grow in the process. All of us will grow in the process. The third and most important one is you will know how to multitask. One of the essential skills to be an entrepreneur or a leader or a good professional is to be a multitasker. To be able to do that, we have to hone our communities, or it will be honed exceptionally well in our community journey. Of course, many initial phases. You will have to wear multiple hats at the same time. You will have to do creating some creatives, maybe working on the website. All of this, it will improve your skills as a all round individual, and that will help you immensely. You will get to do what you eventually, as the community grows, as all of us can share, we will get to work on what we enjoy. But there will be many instances where you will have to step up. Not always will we have any community for that matter. And that is the challenge. That uncertainty, dealing with uncertainty is what anybody in any job looks for. And you will be honed in that skill very much if you are a part of a community. Take Varsha, one of our speakers today, as an example. I love the spirit that she displays. She is a WTM ambassador from Jalandhar, and she loves taking up responsibilities that she is not comfortable with. The other day, she was telling me web development and design is something I'm very comfortable with. I'm so much used to doing it for every event, I don't take it up anymore. Now she takes up new challenges like social media promotions and a lot more actually, which are not her core skills, but being in it, it will enable her to learn more, do more, improve her scope. And that is what I wish for all of you here. And that is what any big company, any company who's looking for a good professional, good hire is looking for. So if you are in a community, these skills get honed. Next up is you will be sorry, you will be able to open up to more and different opportunities. Now, what do I mean by opportunities? Once our network increases, you will be connected to our friends. They will be having a few of their friends. You will be connected on LinkedIn or on a various other professional websites. You will be on JIT, Stack Overflow, and you will be able to follow people who you admire, who work you want to learn, imbibe. And then actually from one to the other, when there are opportunities, they will come your way. Your friends, your acquaintances might point you to some really good opportunities. All these and many more will be opening up once you are connected. And the starting point for all of this, all of these is to be a part of community. Next, and last but very important, is you will learn how to be a leader, a good one at that, one who leads from the front. The most important trait you learn by being part of the community is leadership. So you'll many a times during our journey, all of us as volunteers, as attendees, we tend to screw up because this is the first time we get to do something more responsible. But as we go with experience, we will understand, we will know how to uh, go through situations and come out and steer clear of all our challenges. People will start seeing us as dependable, and slowly and steadily you will transform into a good leader. Again, what I mean is one that leads from the front, one who knows when to take the decision and when to let others uh, and knows how to delegate, when to give it to others actually as a team. All these precious learnings which will change a person, which are happening in the community, they will change you as a person. It will make you a good leader wherever you go. Armed with such skill set, if you're stepping into your job, mark my words, you will be able to scale heights very quickly because people need such trained trained hires. And if you are already ready by the time you step into that, you are the one that everyone wants. Every company is vying for. So you will be paid also exceptionally well. Okay, now actually, how to be part of this awesomeness. So I request you to first and foremost is please register yourself at gdg.community.dev. So I will quickly take you through what it is. So this is the community. Okay. The community website will have a lot of the This is the community website. So it shows a number of events near you. So here, if you see, actually, it is a lot of International Women's Day Summit. All of it is coming. If you see clearly, it's like Hyderabad, Nagpur, Chennai. So all of these are, I have written, where are you from? Events, upcoming events near you. So if I have given Vizag, Andhra Pradesh, then we will be able to see in Vizag as well as around Vizag. So all of this currently, actually, all the communities are having the IWD event, which is on March 20th and 21st. So this is the event that is there. But if you are interested, you can search for a city or country or region. As I said previously, actually, there are so many of them. Look here. In North America itself, see, there are so many chapters across the world that are there. You can, at any point of time, click onto any link and just check what is happening in that particular location, what events they are doing. And if you're interested, then go and join in that community. Trust me, you will be knowing about what is happening, the kind of talks, every event that is there. Every event will be open to people who are interested. So if you know that something is happening in Atlanta, say for instance, or Texas, then you can tune into that and be informed of that. This advantage comes only by registering in this. Uh, Please remember this, gdg.community.dev. You have to register, and then in the community that is near to you, like in our case, this is Vizag. So if you say join Vizag community, then you will be getting all the feeds that are there in that community. Going forward, the tagline for this year's Women Tech Makers is Courage to Create. WTM Vizag has amazing stories of grit, determination, and courage from many student developers across the city. These students did not scoff at the pandemic, but used the time wisely to upskill themselves and opened a world of opportunities for themselves. They earned certificates on Coursera, on a host of other platforms, many free, even LinkedIn was there. Many free and a few paid as well, actually. But there were lots and lots of free resources that were there, which everyone used wisely. I want to shine spotlight on few of our community leaders who have been volunteers with WTM Vizag as well as GDG Vizag. We had Vasant from Lendi, we had Ashish from Geetam, Bala from Gayatri, Lasya from AU, Sudeepa from Vignan, and many more actually who did not join us today, but these leaders are joining us today to share their amazing stories of how they moved on from being just another student to being a community leader today. We hope you get inspired to start your own Courage to Create story by listening to these. Finally, I would want to leave you with a call to action saying that please register for IWDindia.in. You will be getting your own ticket, and this is a 2-day event. This is what you get once you register. And if you ask what is there for us, what is in store for the participants, so we have lots and lots of learning, hands-on workshops, and a plethora of formats, which is not only one-sided, it is very interactive, like workshops, then there are panel discussions, there are icebreakers, there are tech talks, of course there are tech talks and lightning talks, and many more keynotes from lovely people who are really the power centers, superwomen of India today. You have to tap into this amazing source of positivity and wisdom and entrepreneurship and success. Also, amazing swags and certificates of participation also are there. Just taking a minute to take you through, like there are amazing keynote like Meenakshi Varadarajan, she's from Google, she's a Googler actually, and like there are Lavanya Arora. These people are from top companies, and many actually are. We have an entrepreneurship panel discussion as well, and topics of ML and AI, framing your narrative. These all are on day 1, and on day 2 as well we have Sairi Shalal of Shiros. You must have heard of her. And then we have about web development, AMP, then AI, TensorFlow, all these topics have been dealt with. Again, an interesting topic about writing blogs and then paving way for next generation. So there are a little non-tech and a more technical sessions, as well as a number of insightful sessions like panel discussions, which also gives you a different perspective and listen to a host of individuals. I would like to sign off saying there is no paycheck that can equal the feeling of contentment that comes from being the person who you are meant to be. So I would want you all to stretch up to your truest potential. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. And now let's welcome Varsha ma'am from GDG Jalandhar. She is working at Edfora Infotech and also a WTM ambassador of Jalandhar. And to mention that, she is also a I Am Remarkable facilitator, which is a Google initiative. Can we have you on the screen, please, ma'am?
Hi Bala.
Ma'am?
Hi everyone from WTM Vizag. I have shared my screen. I think you need to end it. Yes. So hello everyone who are listening to me right now. Wish you a very good evening. And before starting, I would like to thank to WTM Vizag team for having me here and inviting me to share my story with all of you today. So, starting with a good evening wish, I hope that you all are doing good at your place. And yes, I am Varsha Jaiswal. And today I'm here to talk about a story, to share the story of a girl who is lost in the chaos, finding motive of her life. The girl is none other than Varsha Jaiswal. Right now, here I am. So, before starting, I would just like to talk about that who am I? how who am I just want you to know that who is Varsha Jaiswal. So hi everyone, I am Varsha Jaiswal. I have completed my bachelor's in technology in CSE, that is computer science and engineering. I hail from a small town from Varanasi, which is in Uttar Pradesh, and I have a small family. And my parents are business person. I have two younger siblings, and then I currently work as a software engineer at Edfora Infotech. I love to design handmade cards out of waste and listen to music in my free time. My strength is I never fail. I keep trying until and unless I succeed. And my weakness is I can't say no to anything, and I try to finish the required task, even if whatsoever efforts it takes. With that, thank you. Okay, so it might sound boring, kind of thing that, okay, how's this introduction? What is this going on? The tone, the face expression, the content, it was just I reading it out, right? So let me try once again to introduce myself. Hey everyone, I'm Varsha Jaiswal, software engineer at Edfora Infotech and a community enthusiast. I love bringing new things to community, talking to people, and sharing my learnings with everyone. I love motivating people, and I'm also the part of I'm Remarkable initiative, and I am the gold facilitator of the initiative. I have trained and mentored over 2,000 plus people and aim to mentor more people, help them more, and learn from each other. I love training on self-defense skills. I don't excel it. I don't have any belts, but yes, I have few knowledge which I love to share with in my circle. I'm a die-hard foodie, and I love books. I love the smell of books. I love reading them out. And yes, I am a girl who loves coding and have zero knowledge of makeup. Oh, I have, but yes, it was just to sound cool, maybe. So yes, this is what I am. This is who I am, and this is how I grew in past 5 years. I grew from a, I grew in various contexts, various maybe I can say various verticals in various aspects. As you can see these pictures, it can say clearly that I learned content curation. I learned that how I can curate the content what I have to share with audience. I know that how I have to speak. It enhanced the way of speaking. I learned that how I can design the content. I learned designing the content, putting it in the best way possible so that it will look good to the viewers out there and it will look catchy, right? Next, learned a lot, and that's why I grew a lot. I have a lot of knowledge as compared to I had 5 years ago. And I'm not at all talking about the knowledge which I learned from that 9 to 5 classes in my college. No. Other than that, I learned a lot many things. I finally learned that how I practiced that how to introduce yourself in a way so that people will maybe love it. It will not be that boring kind of scene where I am talking about from where I belong, where I have done my schooling, or what are my strengths and weaknesses. I learned that how I can share my opinions openly without thinking that what the person in front of me will think of myself. I started expressing my opinions openly with the people out there. Finally, I learned the importance of reading. In these 5 years, I have learned a lot, but these are few things, these are few verticals which I can highlight that yes, I enhanced and I grew. And I grew I know that years take times, day by day, everyone grows, everyone learns something. But this all happened, whatever I shared, whatever I talked about today, till now is just because of communities. The community helped me to expose myself. The community helped me to try every time, try my weaker sections, work on my weaker parts, and to help me introduce myself confidently. Community, as you all know that okay, we organize events. On the other side of table, we organize events, we talk about various technical topics, non-tech topics, or whatsoever needed as per the demand of the time or situation. But it's just not about organizing the event, it's more about learning every day from those small tasks. As Usha already mentioned that yes, in this IWD, I used to work on website. That was something which was my strong part. I am a web developer by profession, so it was easy for me to design a website, to add on those features of speakers, team registration, and all. And then I thought, why not try something else which is not in my plate, which is not in my comfort zone. I love surfing on social media, but I don't know that how or what are the tactics which one should follow to enhance the engagement on the social media. So I started doing that. Let's try it out. Let's start learning this out. Maybe it is not going to help me in my career, but it's definitely going to help me in growing afterwards. It is not going to help me in getting a job, maybe, but it will help me to become confident enough in that vertical also. Because of these communities, I have learned a lot. I have been exposed to a lot of things, and I can say that I have become a person who is ready to do anything, who is ready for anything. I am just going to take you through some photos and to some points which I became. I'm just going to talk about myself a bit more. So, yes, because of these communities, I became spontaneous. If I'll talk about this picture is from year 2016, and this picture shows that this picture is of the first workshop which I have been the part of as the part of team. This was the day, I remember the date itself, it's 12th November 2016. And I was just going with the team to volunteer as a volunteer to a particular university to where they were delivering some talks on some topics. I was very new to community. I was just aware that what GDJ stands for, but I was not aware more than anything more than that. I was just aware that okay, it's a community kind of thing where they organize events and we as attendee can attend that. Nothing more than that. And suddenly the organizers, they asked me that you have to take the welcome keynote of the event. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know what the community is, what anything is. I have never spoken in front of 200 people or even 10. Count doesn't matter, but yes, even 10. I have never spoken in front of them. Even if I did, it was my friends. It were my friends, my family. It was not like some other students from another university, maybe seniors than me, juniors, or maybe of same year. I was so worried. I was so tensed, and I was like, okay, I was literally shivering on stage. But since that day, I started learning, and it was like it happened so many times that, okay, there is some speaker who is late by 10 minutes, and I need to cover up the stage for 10 minutes. I started getting those ideas in my mind that what I have to do, what I have to talk about with the audience out there for those 10 minutes, how to keep them busy for those 10 minutes. And these all small, small things like keeping them busy for 10 minutes or preparing for a talk within 15 minutes or something like that helped me to become spontaneous. Now, if in my organization, if there is something needed or something is required to be done within a night or two, I am ready to give my 100% with the best quality and do that task with whatsoever required. So this community helped me to become a person ready to take up the task without any delay. I started learning various things. I started learning, I started participating in various events, and events led to hackathons. When I started attending events, I came to know, okay, there is something like hackathons where we just need to code for a few hours and all, and need to build a product out of those hours. And because of those participating in those hackathons, I eventually became fast learner. I started learning or grasping the things very fastly. I was not the person who is taking like, okay, 10 minutes to understand that basic introduction. I literally started doing that, learning that, implementing in that particular project, and building it out to showcase with the audience or with the judges out there. I, I, I became fast learner. Third, third is like I was humble since I took birth, maybe. But this community taught me the importance of sharing what you have learned. I always thought that humbleness or sharing is just something that, okay, you are donating money to a beggar out there. But this community is being with the people, like-minded people, or various like talking to various people who have different mindsets, who have different opinions. I just learned that I am very humble enough to welcome everybody else's opinions. It's really easy to say that, okay, I agree with what you are saying, but it's tough to digest this, because many people, we just say ki, yes, I agree to you, yes, you have a valid point, but inside our heart we just feel like, oh no, I agree with what I said. I don't feel like, okay, the person who is saying this is having weight. But because of these communities, talking to people, listening to their opinions, I found out that I'm humble enough because I'm able to accept that what their opinion is, if their opinion is really worthy. I became very humble in that. The community also helped me to know, expose me about the opportunities available. Before that, it was like, okay, you have to surf. If you want to know about hackathons, maybe you have to Google it or wheresoever. You need to find out that information. But being in a part of community, it's very easy to know about the opportunities coming ahead. Being in the group of people who are like-minded, who have that same passion, make me visible, like helped me to know more about the opportunities, to attend those invite only events and many more. This community made me visible. Today I am the part of, I am here speaking at WTM Vizag. I am visible enough just because of these communities. The community helped me. I know that I worked a lot for this. I became spontaneous. I tried my best, but yes, after all these things, this community is the only platform which is providing me visibility in all other manners. I Along with all those learnings, when I became spontaneous, like, okay, I want to take a talk, I started doing that. I have to learn and build a project out of this technology. I started learning that, and at the end, I became adventurous. You might be feeling that, okay, adventurous, like what? Are you I Am I comfortable in bungee jumping, skydiving, or snorkeling? No. Adventure is something that coming out of your comfort zone and trying that new thing which you are not comfortable in, which you have never done. So I became adventurous in various forms. I am a person, I was not into web development before. I was more of a like, okay, I'll be a developer who will be writing codes on C++, Python, etc. Then I started taking up those topics also who are not on which I really don't work. In this picture, I am talking about daydream. And before this session, I was not even aware that what daydream is. I started researching what daydream is. I have gone through like various links, articles, and many more documentations and all. And then I found out that, okay, this is something this. And here, I became adventurous enough, confident enough that I was able to put up my learnings, my experiences, whatever I learned or explored in front of everyone, despite of thinking that what that person will think about me, whether I'll be able to share that information in the correct way or not. I became adventurous enough that, okay, even if I am comfortable in website, I tried to go in social media and try out that. I became adventurous enough that I can take up a session on any topic, even if it is related to machine learning, cloud, or anything, any technical, non technical topic, even though I'm not working on that. I just need maybe, if time depends on time. If I have just 1 hour, maybe I am confident enough that yes, I'll be able to put that down in 1 hour also. And maybe I might be nervous that whether I'll be able to deliver it in the best way or not, but I'll be at least happy, or I can say now I have that courage to face the audience, even if they're passing bad comments, or even if they're making sad faces in front of me. And because of all those things which I have done throughout these 5 years, I can say that I became confident enough. I became confident to stand in front of 400 plus people, 500 or be it 22,000. I became confident enough that I can share whatever I have, I know, without any hesitation in front of anyone. I am confident enough to talk about myself. I know it's very easy to say to talk about yourself, but many people they just think that, oh, how can I, like, they just think that, okay, if they are talking good about themselves, people might think that, oh, he or she is bragging, let it be something like that. But yes, because of communities, because of learning everything, and being adventurous enough, trusting on myself, trying those all those odds throughout these years, I felt that I am very confident to talk about myself, to talk about whatsoever topic it is, confidently, without shivering on the stage. And even if I am shivering, I am confident enough that I'll not showcase in front of everyone. So, yes, this is what I am today, a person who has the confidence that can share whatever she wants to, a girl who is there visible and in this photograph with like ambassadors from all across the country, a girl who can trust herself at least before, even if no one trusts her. So, what I am today is I don't need anybody's verification. I am exposed to the opportunities. Even if I don't get the opportunities, what are they from the audience or from the community? At least now I'm aware that where I have to look up to for XYZ opportunities I'm looking for. And throughout these like years, whatever I have contributed in community, whatever I have done in community, I can say that like I have grew a lot. I grew a lot, and the proof is here that yes, where I am today. I got featured on Google's the keyword blog few months ago, and this is something which I am really proud of, not because I got featured on Google's blog, but because I was able to inspire others. I am able to talk about myself. I am able to trust myself before asking anyone that hey, trust me, or before asking motivating anyone that hey, you should trust yourself. I am where I am today is um, something that yes, if you want to do something, you can. It's just like you need the people. If you need motivation, you need people who are like minded, who wants to motivate you and who want to help you in each and every way. When I was part of the community, I was a single girl. I used to hesitate a lot. It's not true that I was confident like this always. I used to hesitate a lot because I was the single girl. I used to travel in morning, late nights, and all. I was the single girl in my whole class who was exposed to these opportunities. I was all alone when I traveled to different parts of the country to attend the events or to deliver the talks. But I was just sure that this is what I want to do, and community helped me to push and to keep support me from back always. The community helped me to grow eventually. When I did bad, the community motivated me that hey, it's okay, you did this part good, and this is what you can enhance in other sessions or in next time. This is how my journey looks like. I attended 2015 DevFest and won my first ever hackathon when I was in the first year of my college. I attended DevFest 2016 again, and this was the day when I became the member of JDG Jalandhar. I volunteered for few various events. It volunteering was like okay, taking care of those pizza bottles, taking care of the water bottles for these speakers and everything. This might not make you feel that how come you are going to be confident by this, but this is definitely going to help you in long run. This is going to help you in various ways. I started getting those sessions that hey, this speaker has backed out last night and you have to prepare on this session. I literally I can say this, I am going to share this on live stream for the first time, that when I designed my first presentation, my team still remembers it. No, it was not that good. It was very bad. I used the logo of Google that was like maybe a few 5 4 years ago. I didn't use latest logo of Google because I was not aware. I was just thinking that okay, all logos are fine, anyone I can use, and everybody laughed at me. At that time I might be I felt low that okay, I tried it for the first time and everybody laughed. But again, they were the only one who supported me once again that hey, it's okay, you can try it, and then helped me that okay, this is why everyone laughed, this is how you can rectify it, this is how you can um, design it. And it helped me in designing the presentation. When I used to write content, I was more of a descriptive person, but when I was organizing IWD India 2020 with the team out there, with the ambassadors from all across the country, listening to Usha, Lakshya, and their content, that motivated me and that helped me to learn and to rectify the way I speak, to rectify, to enhance the way I write. And it helped me to enhance the speaking, the communication skill. When I took part in DevFest India and I was handling social media, I researched, and that was something which helped me to know that okay, you can write about a particular tweet in XYZ way, but if you write it in this way, it will look good from an audience perspective. It will be catchy enough. So this is all I learned. And meanwhile, I also learned that, okay, this is particular XYZ technology. I started practicing that. There are various open source projects which you can do. You can create website for your community or anything you want to. And hence you can learn about various things out there. So community will not directly help you, but indirectly it will leave the imprints on you, which you'll never miss, which will be there throughout your life, helping you becoming a confident person, a person who you want to be. With that, thank you so much. Thanks from a person, from a girl who has finally found the motive of her life. Yes, I found out the motive of my life because of these communities, because of being part of these communities. And I hope that you all will also find it soon. With that, thank you so much.
Thank you, Varsha ma'am. It's really very inspiring listening to your story. And next, we have Vandana of GDG Hyderabad and WTM Ambassador of Hyderabad. And she is a native of Tirupati and now working with conversational AI consultant at Titan. She is going to speak about how community helped her life shaping in a better way. Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Bala. Firstly, a big hello, everyone, and thank you, everyone, for attending, even in your busy day. And thank you so much, WTM Vizag team, for organizing this event within very less time and for specially inviting me over here. And so I'm Vandana and I'm a full stack developer. So I'm a huge lover of conversational AI, where you can find me talking about it always in my first conversation itself. So I've been working in the same space for about 3 years, working on multiple platforms and covering all the verticals like beat bots, voice assistants, and business messages, like everything. So currently, I'm working as a conversational AI consultant at Titan, and I'm also an ambassador of WTM Hyderabad. So that's about me. Okay, since Usha and Varsha talked about a lot about community, I would like to tell about my journey and how WTM helped me in shaping my life in a very better way. So, firstly, we have so many developer communities like GitHub, Stack Overflow, Women Who Code, and like many more. So, how is this WTM different? So, as we all know, WTM is an initiative program by Google, especially designed for women in technology. And we have more than 300 chapters worldwide and 40 plus chapters in India, as you can find monthly events happening across India on various technical topics or non-technical topics. So it's like very easy for you to get connected with people and get help from a lot of women over there and then in different technical fields. So that's about WTM. So coming to the advantages of WTM. Okay, so many of us here might have organized various technical events, right, in our colleges or some kind of cultural fest. So most of us do it for free attendance. But yeah, jokes apart, somehow we can feel that love in organizing that event, and somehow we want to make it a huge success. Uh, like it's our event, we have that particular feeling. So actually, what do we get it from it? It could be experience, learning, and yeah, most importantly, friends. So the same thing usually happens with women tech makers as well. So you can really learn a lot of new things from your fellow developers, and then you can really make a strong connections with the people over here. And believe it or not, it's the community people who hang out most frequently. And anyways, right now all are going on e-meets, but so you can really make a strong and potential connections, like they can help you out whenever you need them. And most importantly, there are no barriers, like be it region, language, or any kind of technical stack. Like there will be no barriers. For example, let's say uh, I'm from Andhra, like completely from South India. So take Varsha as an example. So Varsha is completely from Jalandhar and it's like North India. So we have a huge difference, like in any way. but she's a really dear friend of mine who corrects me like whenever I'm wrong. And so when I was handling this Google Cloud Community Days India, so after this event, we have a meeting after a post event. So I was very new to the team, so I was being silent and I was just listening to them. And she was like cheering me up. Hey Vandana, okay. She was cracking some funny jokes, and then she wants me to talk. So like within no time, I started really enjoying their company. So yeah, so you really have a very good team, and then you can have a lot of new people around you, and you can learn everything from them itself. And yeah, so you learn to like you learn how to work with multiple teams as well. Like we usually do it in our offices or in our colleges, like whenever we are organizing an event. So that is actually possible with WTM. So coming to my journey with WTM, it all started with a single event, just like Vasha, it's Fest. So prior to that, as I've told you, I've been working on conversational AI. So I was a part of Google Developer Assistant program. And then I have seen this Women Tech Makers program on the Google's webpage. So it's like pretty interesting. So I've just signed up for both Google Developer groups as well as Women Tech Makers. And then later on, I have, after a few days, an email popped up saying that there is a Dev Fest happening across the globe and reach out to your nearest chapter. Since I was working in Bangalore, I registered for Bangalore's Dev Fest. But unfortunately, due to some personal issue, I couldn't go for that particular fest, and I was searching for some other fest which is near around me. And that's how I have checked about WTM Hyderabad, like they're even organizing Dev Fest. And I have traveled for that single event from Bangalore to Hyderabad, and I was like a little bit tense because that is the very first time I was traveling alone with none of my friends or my family. And I was like, okay, this is the first time I'm attending an event without my friends. So even after reaching the venue, also I was like a little bit tensed because I don't know anyone over there. But seriously, within a few minutes, I really got good connections from the WTM Hyderabad chapter. So that really helped me. In getting new strong connections, and then I have helped them in organizing their next events, and that's how my journey started with WTM Hyderabad. And then, like last year, I have been picked up as an ambassador for the Hyderabad chapter, and I was like so happy. I don't have words to express my happiness. It's like very good thing for me. So after that thing, I have been involved in this Fest 2020 and then GCDI 2020. So as I've already told you, I was very new to the team. So I don't know how they organize these kind of technical events, especially when they are organizing in a virtual way. So it's like a bit different when compared to physical events. So I've learned everything from the team. Like I have worked with social media team as well as website team. So it's like two new things for me as a developer. It's easy for me to pick up the websites thing, but social media thing is again a new to me. But anyways, thanks to Vasha, so she helped me a lot in learning a lot about that. So yeah, so how this really helped me. Firstly, I was managing and planning the things in a very good way. Previously, I was just doing my office stuff, and like every girl, I was just going to the office and then completing that work and coming back to the room and then just enjoying the movie or my hobbies or something like that. But seriously, after this thing, I was been contributing to the community, and then I was focusing on my hobbies. Like I was learning guitar right now, and then I have been working for my company, and then I have been working on my personal things. Like I've been improving myself every day. So and then the one thing which I have learned is like have to talk in a very confidential way. So that is the first thing which I've learned from the community. So it really shaped my career as well. Back in 2020, like I've resigned from my previous company for my higher studies, but unfortunately I couldn't go there because of this pandemic. I was like in a little bit dilemma, and I don't know, somehow the motivation from the community pushed me a lot. And after applying for the new jobs, and as you know, since it's pandemic, it's very hectic to get a new job. And that's how I've got into Titan. Like I have, they've given me a challenge, and somehow I've dealt in a very good way. So that particular confidence I've gained it from WTM. So undoubtedly, it really played a very major role in getting my job even in that tough situations. And yeah, I've learned a lot of things from everyone over the team. And even right now, I'm like very confident enough to give a technical talk and have to handle situations in a very tougher times. So we have a lot of programs under WTM, like Women Developer Academy as well. So it's a very recent initiative by women tech makers. So that really helps a lot of people to gain the confidence and have to give a technical presentation in front of a number of people. So yeah, I think that's it from my side. And finally, I would like to tell one last thing. Like always try to explore yourself with the new things, and then grab each and every opportunity. Never ever give up, and so that you will learn a lot of new things, and you can shape yourself in a very better way every single day. So yeah, and reach out to your nearest WTM or GD chapter for any further technical events. With that, I'm handing over the session to Bala again. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And so, yeah, now I really want once again thank Usharamni ma'am, Varsha ma'am, and Vandana ma'am for sharing your journeys and helping us to understand the importance of communities. And moving ahead, let's hear now to our students, community leaders, as they share their journeys and experiences and how they got benefited by being a part of these communities. And so now, firstly, we have Sri Lasya from Andhra University. She's a DSc lead and also an incoming research at MIT Cambridge. Welcome, Lasya.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Lasya.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, kindly fill us in your journey to become a DSc lead and how being part of communities helped you.
Okay, so yeah, I won't take much time. I just want to start with a quote that says, surround yourself with people who look more like your future, and people who really empower you to become better and lift you higher. So I believe that's what communities do, because communities give you an opportunity, and it's all voluntary that people join communities basing on their own interests. So you get to meet a lot of like-minded people. Like if you're a Flutter developer, you might join Flutter communities where you might find people who are equally interested in Flutter, and you get to meet a lot of new people, get to network with them, and get to explore more opportunities in Flutter which you never knew that they existed. So typically that's what communities do, and that has helped me a lot as well. So after becoming the DSE lead, I have made great progress with regard to personal development and academic development as well, because I made good connections. I formed a good network, and I formed good friends as well, who push me harder each day, who motivate me to go that extra mile to achieve stuff. And yeah, right now, as you mentioned, I am an incoming intern at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Cambridge. So I would say, if you're a beginner, I would say communities are the best place for you to explore opportunities, network with people, get to know about how it is happening, at different places, and how everybody is doing different things, and what would be the best thing that you would want to do. So it'll help you find your niche, your interest, your domain, and then you can then choose which paths to take, because you'll have a lot of options. You'll see a lot of people doing various different things. You'll get good exposure, good network, and you will also gain management skills simultaneously, and your communication skills. So you get to build projects with them. If you find the right team, and you get to build good projects, great projects, you get to learn a lot of new things together, because there'll be people to motivate you. So yeah, and then the further step would be to enhance and dive deep into your career in that particular path if you want to take it forward. So you will have people who will have your back always. So yeah. That's precisely it. So yeah, handing it over to Bala.
Thank you, Lasya. And next we have Vasant, a final year student from Glendy College, and he is a web developer and app developer. He developed more than 10 apps using Flutter, which are having more than 2,500 plus downloads on Google Play Store. And he's also a core team member of WTM Vizag and Flutter, head at his college. He is now currently interning as a mobile app developer at Pick and Ship Technologies. So over to you, Vasant.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction, Bala. So now I won't be taking much time. So now I'm going to share how communities helped me to achieve what I wanted to do. So firstly, I personally feel that communities are very helpful to any developer because we as a developers learn a lot from other developers and communities helped us to do that. So I being part of DSC community in my college has been an advantageous thing for me all the time. So with DSC Lendi, GDG Vizag and WTM Vizag, those helped me to expose myself to an extent that I got recognized to my work among my peers. So I've also won a small presentation on Flutter Interact Extended event, which happened in the year 2019. So that winning moment motivated me a lot to work and do more on Flutter. So what matters here is the feeling that we get when we get appreciated to our work in the communities always drives developers like me to create cool and build amazing stuff. So not only taking from the community and also giving back to the community in the form of open source contributions or volunteering in events or involving in any technical meetups or activities is equally important is what I feel. So in short, what I personally feel is contributing to the community is just as important as making lots of money because that is how developers master their craft. So finally, I hope I'll give my best contribution to the community in the future coming days and make some difference within me and around me as well. So thank you. Yeah. Over to you, Bal.
So next we have Sudeepa from Vignyan's Institute of Information and Technology. She is a WTM scholar and a volunteer of WTM Vizag. Sudeepa is also a student developer who builds web applications, bots, and ML models, and a core team member of developer student clubs at a college. Welcome, Sudeepa.
Thank you so much, Bala. I think I'm audible, right? So let me directly come to the point. Communities are equally important for students who are pursuing their education in any technical field and also to the professionals who already started their career in their field of technology. Because I'm a student, let me talk about how it actually influenced the student career. So, be it graduation or undergraduation level, the student who are going to start their professional career, one of the best ways to be placed at any of the giant companies is being an active member and volunteer of any community. Because these days, 50 to 60% of the students are technically very strong in any of the domain, but the skills that they are lacking is the ability to work with a team. They are failing to learn from the team and again share the knowledge that they have in return. Let me explain you the very own example that took place in my college. There are around 20 seniors of mine who got placed at Amazon and Cisco with a very good package. In their entire recruitment process, they have faced one particular round in common wherein they are supposed to talk about their involvement in any of the communities. And only those students who are very active in the communities were able to clear the round, and the rest missed the opportunity. See, this is how a community actually plays a major role in the life of a student. And you take me as an example. I was the active volunteer and attendee of ZDG and WTM Vizag, and now I'm one of the speaker. This is how a community can transform you from being an attendee to a speaker. And yeah, I think that's for now. And the final motto of being a person of community is to grow and let grow. Yeah, thank you for having me, Bala.
Thank you, Sudeepa. And next, we have Ashish with us. He is from Geetam University, DSC lead, and he is a full stack web developer. He is also founder of 450dsa.com, which gets more than 1,000 plus visits each day, and currently working as a backend engineer for internal data management system at Geetam.
Yeah. Thank you for
Hi,
that lovely
Ashish.
introduction. Hello. First of all, I would like to thank Usama and the whole WTM team for the opportunity to speak in such a panel and represent DTM. So my name is Asis. I'm DSC lead for 2021 batch. So DSC just started a year back in DTM, and I was not into so much community before that. I was not introduced into coding, and all I knew was graphic designing. So from there on, my journey started with communities, and then I got introduced to GDG. And I think at that point of time, GDG was having 1 year anniversary and hosting their DevFest event. So Mohit asked me, my ex-lead, Mohit asked me to be a part of the volunteer team. And from there, I built on connections. And that's how I'm lead today for DSC DTERM currently. I have a team of 20 members, all expertise in their own domain. We have a members of more than 300 community members on Discord, and we all interact with each other. Like we have an idea, the community members have a solution. The communities members have a solution. We got a working prototype of that, built and ready then and then. So community helps us in building tenets, and they help us in making our domain skills more knowledgeable, and also build such projects that impact community on a wide range. And such community events were Solution Challenge 2021 and 2020, which DSC DTM participated actively, and such most events like that. So communities is such a way I feel that's a blessing for me because I got my first internship of community through that. My ex-lead Mohit introduced to me new members all around the campus whom I interacted with most, and through which I got my first internship. So yeah, I feel that getting an internship was only possible through a community like this. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say about communities. And yeah, communities are great, and to be a part of it, it feels like a overwhelming response of people. And when you help others, it also feels like that you're passionate about something that people wants to learn about. So that's a great feeling to have. That's all, Bala. You can take it from here.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashish, and wishing you success ahead.
Thank
And
you.
so, yeah. And so now we all done with our student volunteers, and even I want to share my journey. And you know what? My biggest dream is like I want to be in a leadership role. Like, I want to guide my juniors. I want to guide my parallels. Like, because I'm from Gayatri Vidya Parishad actually, but most of them don't know where to start and how to start. Everyone are interested, but there is no proper guidance. But for me also, I've also faced an issue in 2019. The first event I've attended is also the Day Fest. On that day, it was really very nervous because the first, I mean, no one, I don't know anyone there, but after going there, after seeing like-minded people, hearing to the sessions, and learning about Google technologies helped me a lot. And now I'm a Flutter developer also, and developing the several apps using Flutter. And at that time, I'm one of the attendee among 300 people around Vizag. And now I'm a volunteer of WTM Vizag. This itself says how being a part of a community changes our lives. And in my first year, I don't know, I just go to college, I come back. As I am a singer, I used to manage all these and concerts, recordings, and all. But I never been part of a community like this. But after getting to know about these communities, and like we'll have such type of communities, like there will be people who will guide us like this also, I don't know. But after attending the Day Fest, it's really very nice. And it's very insightful to see all of them coming together, sharing their experiences or their voyage, or like kind of they'll even guide us if you want any help. So guys, it's really very helpful being a part of the community, not only GDG or WTM, any communities if you are near to, and try to approach your nearby GDG and WTM chapters. And I sure that this will definitely help you in both like managing careers, and you will get to know how to work with a team. This is one of the most important point. It should be noted, because I am interested to work with different people about different things. So this led me learning more and explore my skills, and it's like a training for me day by day. Even I'm improving, and it's a really nice feeling that yeah. Even when Usha ma'am asked me to host this session today, I was really, oh wow. And in a year 2019, I was one of the attendee of Day Fest, and now I got this opportunity. It's really very nice feeling, a proud feeling to say thank you, Usha ma'am, for keep counting on me and giving me this opportunity. And thank you everyone once again. And can we have Usha ma'am on stage, please?
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
We really appreciate the time that all of you have taken on this evening. We know that we have been 12 minutes overboard, but each one of you, I really am thrilled to see how inspiring Varsha's journey has been, how inspiring Vandana's journey has been, and all the volunteers that have chipped in today, be it Lasya, Sudeepa, Vasant, Ashish, or Bala. All of these are just people like you, just people who were sitting somewhere at the background. And then community gave them the opportunity to shine. Today, they are where they are because of the community. I'm not saying this to get mileage in any way. I'm just saying there are so many opportunities out there that we can leverage to be better. I wish all the best to you. I hope you take the advantage of this community of WTM Vizag and GDG Vizag and shine on and expand to your truest potential. All the very best to you. And don't forget to sign in for IWD India 2020, which is on 20th and 21st of March, which is day after tomorrow, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can catch me there actually. On first day, I'm hosting the panel discussion. On a second day, we are I'm the host for the entire day. So you can catch me there. Of course, not for me, but there are amazing people, as I showed you actually, who are speaking on that day. You can gain into their wisdom, tap into what they have to say. It's, as I said, not only technical but non-tech also, reframing your narrative. All these will help you in framing your resume, how to talk to potential recruiters. So many tips that are out there with experienced people. You wouldn't want to miss it for anything. Even if you're having exams, I know most of you are having exams. Despite that, despite all these challenges, we still went ahead with as little volunteers or team as possible, just because we wanted to make this count, just because we wanted you to know about IWD India 2021, which is happening on 20th and 21st of March. Don't miss it for anything. Please register. First, you have to register on Devi, which is gdg.community.dev. And from there, you will get access to all the events that are happening around you. Please tune in. Don't forget. And yeah, we have this trailer. Thank you so much. Good night.